Hello and welcome to Luvyum, where today for International Women's Day we're recognising women home chefs from across the country. Luvyum is a food tech startup revolutionising the food industry through bringing you to authentic food from local food sellers. My name is Mahek Vara, founder of Luvyum, and I'm delighted to bring across to you inspiring women from across the country. Luvyum have selected inspiring women from across different age ranges from 20 to 83, all the way from around the world, from different cuisines, cultures and lifestyles, with food bringing us all together.
I'm a cooker, not a chef. That's how I like to define myself. I study in Italy cooking sommelier and work with my family business in trattoria, pizzeria for 17 years. Very Italian environment.
But when I looked at how I cooked, I basically, whilst I do own, I confess, far too many cookery books, most of what I do is I look in the fridge, I see what I've got and I cook it based on what I know. And I wanted them to be able to, go off to university and cook themselves decent food without always having to open a recipe book, buy a million ingredients, half of which will end up in the bin.
Of a big community called You Donate, We Deliver. We're about 10, 12 chefs, and we cook together about over 1,000 meals per week for the NHS, so once a week.
I was diagnosed with cancer in 2013. And then what happened was I was sort of placed as the outpatient in a hospice.
મારી હેબિટ છે કે તે બસ બધાને શીખવાડવું છે બસ ને બધાને આપણે એમ કે આપણે આવી રીતે કરીએ એવી રીતે જ બધા તમે કરો એટલે આજે જે વસ્તુ બધી કરીને મૂકી છે એવી રીતે બધું તમે નાખીને બનાવો પણ આજ સુધી ભગવાનના હુકમથી કે જેટલી રેસીપી કરી છે કોઈ એ નથી થઈ.
She just started to make some dumplings for my child and for us everybody, and then later everyone said, oh, it's very nice, and what we have extra one or two, and then we give it to our friends and they say it's really nice recipe. And
I don't have a typical journey because I was actually supposed to be a nurse, so I quit the nurse school and joined a catering school where I did about 3 years.
I think I've been the most inspiring person food-wise is definitely my grandmother. In Italy, it's a really big thing. Like food is such something you share with your family and the people that you love. And we're always used to doing like massive dinners with all our friends and family. And that's something that over lockdown, I really missed.
We met because we were working together in Sheraton Grand in Mayfair. But after the lockdown, we found ourselves without job. It was not the job, the problem was we don't know what to do if we don't work, because our work was kind of our passion.
We're 40 people sat in the restaurant, and I looked out and there were people that didn't know each other passing plates of food down and passing rice down to each other, and they were chatting and laughing, and I cried because I was so emotional because it was exactly what I wanted to bring together. I wanted to bring people together through food and through my culture.
My best memories from being young were obviously with my mum or grandma's cooking and baking, and they made everything from bread to pastries to all sorts of things. All times of year, everything was homemade.
I just think it's the whole experience of it, really. I would just get so excited every Wednesday and what she'd have in her basket, because, whether it's sweet or savoury, I'm more of a savoury cook now, but we tended to do a bit more baking, I guess because it's a bit easier and kids are a little bit more involved with the sweet stuff when they're younger, a bit more excited about it.
I would say canapes, and also he would make up a fantastic dish of canapes. So because that's all fiddly and everything, I think looking back now, he probably couldn't wait to give that little task to me. So I'd sit there in the kitchen rolling up smoked salmon and cream cheese and making it all look very pretty.
Great idea to share Malaysian food with my community here, and at the same time raise money for this hospice.
You know, cooking is family. It's everything. It's just at the heart of everything. I think it's really heartwarming as well, and it's also gets all people together, and it's you link it to family, to friends.
Oh, I just think the kitchen is the heart and soul of the house and the home and the family. And it's when you've got friends and family gathering around the table, and I'm in the kitchen, and there's all the smells, and I just think food just brings everyone together when everyone's around the table. And of course, that's what we really missed this year.
If you love what you do, and if you do it well, you will be happy. You make someone else happy, and this is, I think, the greatest thing you can have in return. So.
Thank you so much for watching and supporting us. You can join our movement here at www.luvyum.org. Thank you.